Okay, welcome back to lesson 1, Miss the Boxes on movement and sensing. So if you've completed the first part of the lesson, you should now have a character that can move around. And you see here, I've indeed got a character that can move around. If I just click into the right place here, he can move around up, down, left and right. And I've got something, so he says something, you hit the box. Okay, so that's all working. So if we now just look at our check statements here, let me just scroll down on this little bit. We notice that there's a yellow box in the corner, and maybe we could program it to say you've succeeded, or you've completed the game. So what we'll do, let's just get rid of this word file. So what we'll do is we'll copy this block. In fact, I can duplicate this. There's a really good way to do it. I can duplicate it, and I've got nearly everything I need. This is nice and quick. I could have gone to events and control and built it, but it's all there. So I need to now sample this yellow colour here. So let's have a look. I click on here, I use the eyedropper tool, because I now want to sample the yellow here. So I'm going to sample the yellow. So that should now, I want to say, well done, you have won. Or maybe you have missed the boxes. How about that? Missed the boxes. Wonderful. Okay, so now if I run it, the red should work. Oh, it says box W, I'll have to change that. And okay, why don't you miss the boxes? I suppose I could do something else actually. I wonder if touching colour, I could do something with the looks. This would be quite cool. Change colour effect by 25. Do that now. We could try this. Let's see what happens. This should make it. So that's only changing the colour effect on him, which does actually look quite cool. So you could play around with that. Maybe we could do something with the stage. We could look at that later. Okay, so I've got my thing there, which is brilliant. So that works. Let's look back at the checks. Let's have a look. So we've done the first one. Okay, when it touches a red box, should it go back to the start? You may need one of these blocks. So I'm going to need one of these blocks over here. And see what happens. Okay, so let's have a little bit of a look. Okay, so I think that it's going to be in here, isn't it? If touching colour, say you hit the box, and then we're going to want him to move it back to somewhere. Now, really cool thing that you can do here is that these X and Y coordinates change. So I've got 157 on X. If I move him over here, you'll see it changes to minus 190. So if I said my start was over here, those numbers change. So I could now put that in, and I could make it so that when I touch the box, you hit the box, it puts me back to the start again. So just try on another one. Yeah, you hit the box. Okay, so that's one way that you could do that. There are plenty of other ways. So finally, the final checks activity here would be to think about here, how can we make this simple game better? What simple things do you want to happen next? We're going to keep it nice and simple, but have a think about how we could make this game more interesting. Could we add some jeopardy? Could we add some danger? Could there be something that's moving around? Have a think about what you could do next, and then you might want to have, if you've got time, have a little experiment. Okay, so enjoy. So hopefully those are some hints on how to complete the checks, but experiment and have a bit of fun and see if you can work out what to do next.